Alright. Decided to jump into this one. I calmed their last race, and it was really interesting for a long time how close they were. It was really up in the air until we saw some unfortunate deaths at the end. So let's see how
Yeah.
it goes this time.
Yeah, some Ridley deaths and a Mother Brain death that ultimately sealed the fate, and Krakow van with that win. But this time we have Lenafist subbing in for Stump. I believe, was it Bonus and Mocktroid in the previous game? I don't.
Yeah, they both did the previous one.
All right, looks like we have the left door as the door to go through.
Yeah, the free door. Just some pretty easy criteria rooms so far.
Yeah, it's actually these early rooms are really interesting because some of them are just not free. And then other times you get these ones that are just basically nothing.
So it has to give you rooms that you can do without Morph Ball until you get to the Blueprint Star elevator, and then the stuff here is somewhat normal for a bit. You're always going to get Morph Ball here, Alpha Missiles, and then going through the right door in the construction zone will lead you to Bomb Teresa with bombs. And then you'll get a free charge beam when you go back left.
Yeah, I suspect we probably see more Bomb Teresa fights since everybody has to do it in this week than the rest of the season combined.
Yeah, and it
doesn't come up that often.
And you're very often priced into doing it with just missiles. There was one seed I had where I managed to find a plasma beam before I to do it, but I don't think I've seen supers or anything like that show up before.
Yeah, we had a seed yesterday where Gravity Suit showed up before. Not that that helps you in this fight, but because if you can't survive Power Suit Bomb Teresa, then there's something wrong. But still, it's interesting to see that Gravity Suit that early. We have almost had all four on screen at the same time as Bonus finishing up his Bomb Teresa as Mocktroid starts his.
I think Bonus has been the one most recently working on any percent speedruns.
Yeah, you can definitely tell who the speedrunners are versus the randomizer runners by the Bomb Teresa fight. And there's that charge beam that always shows up as well. Really nice that they do that, since it means pretty much you can get through anything. Not gonna have soft locks, because you can always use that charge beam to kill bosses and those bombs to get through places. It doesn't make it mean they'll be easy to do those things. Oh wow, already big pink.
Okay, so that's our first hub room, basically. It's nice that they came in the top because you kind of don't have to choose which direction you're going to check doors in.
Yeah, actually a little surprised that you don't just take the save room right away, but it looks like none of them have done that. Just because you popped out in the top right where that save room is.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have that much progress to lose at this point, but it kind of is. I like saving in this rando, not only for safety, because you never know what's coming up, but also for strategy as well, because if you go down a useless branch and you don't actually get anything out of it, you can reset back to a save.
And we get power bombs, so that's nice. Those power bombs in a couple missile packs.
Yeah, the timing that you get your first supers and power bombs is important in this, because they control which door caps you're able to open. So you might see they might run into a green door cap somewhere they're not able to open and have to remember to go back for it. It seems like Waterway was either a gray door or a dead end.
Yeah, it was a dead end to a missile pack.
I see most people going the bottom right door. And I think...
Yeah, Lenafis and Bonus exactly in the same spot, going through that Meridia save area that you never see except in like RPO and, other Forgotten Highway routes.
Oh, landed on the ouch. I think gonna have to start over.
No, I think he just saved.
Or did he just save?
I think he literally just saved in that room, so he's fine.
Oh, okay. Alright, I didn't catch that. That makes more sense, though, than what I said. But yeah, you don't want to fall to the right of the platform in that room, because that will pretty much land you on the ouch. If you fall down the left, you'll always be safe.
I don't think his intent probably wasn't to fall down, since you want to go up at this point through this.
Oh yeah, I had the room backwards too. It's hard to make head or tail of these. One of is in a Spore Spawn fight.
Yep, Spore Spawn likes to show up here.
Moktroid found his way to the Green Pirates room, which has shot blocks so that you can go up to the items at the back of Gauntlet. And
Yeah,
this is basically also a hub room.
I don't like that. I'm not sure Shy Guy even checked it, but I don't like that they didn't check the items first. I mean, it's not going all the way to the top. That may or may not be a door that's even usable. But there are 2 items in that room.
Yeah,
might be good items.
Pretty good items too, yeah. So you have a crate fight on Shy Guy's end, and one that Moktroid's about to go into as well. And Bonus and Lonifus have taken the other path of Spore Spawn. One of them was through Wavegate and Big Pink. I don't remember which one. I think probably the Spore Spawns were through the Wavegate door.
That feels right. Okay. Shy Guy finishing upgrade.
So kind of a tough crate fight with only 10 missiles to work with and no supers. Not really tough, but just like it's hard to do fast. It's longer.
Yeah,
it looks like a completely useless crate, actually. It only led to an energy refill, so they're hopefully going to be telling their partners not to do this fight.
Yeah, definitely a useless crate. So we'll see if Shy Guy decides to go up here and see what's... Yeah, okay, there it is.
And Shy Guy still has had the boss music crate here.
Oh, that would have helped.
It actually would have helped. The plasma would have taken care of crate faster.
Yeah, exactly. And that E-Tank, not bad. Not a bad find either.
They both could have gotten this. And I feel like this makes it a good check to you go up here, check the door here first, then you have a complete lay of the land of what Green Pirates has for you.
Yeah, and the thing about not checking that item, this seems really odd. Like, literally anything there at this point would have helped. Even another missile pack, just giving you more ammo for the crate fight. You see Moktroid here with only 2 missiles and using charge shots.
Yeah. Doing a missile-only crate is not something that randomizer players generally practice. It's really niche situations where it comes up.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, obviously route Rando. Probably can come up in area. It can come up in area Rando, which we'll do in week 7. Well, there's not a whole other places because it's really hard. You can't normally get here without supers.
Yeah, this is why you play ROM hacks.
You're not wrong. Well, there's some interesting crate fights and some ROM hacks, including some backwards ones. Dead end elevator room. I hate those. He calls me up the elevator just to find a gray door. Oh, and Moktroid takes a death to Kraid.
Oh, that's kind of unexpected, honestly. Save was in Turian, which was on path to Kraid, so not too much lost.
Or was it the Meridia save? Either way, not too far away. Hopefully
it was
he thinks...
Turian save.
Oh, it is a Turian save. Okay. Hopefully he thinks to go up that room and get those items.
I can't remember if this is the way towards Kraid or not, the way that he's going.
No, I think they came down in this room, not up.
Yeah, I think he's turning back around, so I wonder what his intention was there.
Yeah, and in fact, didn't see what was up behind Spore Spawn, but we see a bonus coming back this way. Okay, yeah, Moktroid looks like he is gonna check those items at top, or at least check this other door.
Yeah, seems like nothing, maybe? I feel like if there was like a hard item gate, I would have noticed it.
Okay,
Beyond Spore Spawn.
Sees that plasma and that E-Tank and probably feels a little bad.
Yeah, so Leno and Bonus likely going to be avoiding that Kraid fight. Ending up having to come back here, but at least Leno knows not to do it, so they'll be checking out all the other doors in this area.
Yeah, because Moktroid doesn't know not to do it. Looks like he's going to go be the one to check it out.
Moktroid was the one who took the death to Kraid, but is not going in the direction of Kraid.
Oh, you're right. He's not.
So it looks like it looks like he's chosen to just ignore it, which is going to work out for him if he commits to that decision, but it's a scary one. Well, I mean, it's actually it's more of a temporary decision on their part, because it's like, we'll check out the other stuff, see what it is. He found a door back to landing site, to the gauntlet door. They have a
Looks
quick
like,
way back.
yeah, Bonus is gonna go do the crate fight. Okay. Because I think this is the door to it.
Oh, that makes sense. No, they have plasma. They're better equipped for it.
And an E-tank, yeah, and an extra missile pack. It looks like he has 15.
Yeah, it really hurt not checking that, because you see it right after, and then you realize how much easier it could have been.
I mean, I can understand why you just go through that door really quickly, but there's 2 items in there, and like I said, literally any item. Well, power bombs maybe wouldn't help that much, but any other items besides power bombs would have helped in this fight. We see the entrance to wreck ship. Of course, the wreck ship will not be active until unless we see Phantoon into the Edecoons. I guess we saw this path, I believe, already.
Yeah, I do want to point out the wreck ship being active or not doesn't really functionally matter for Route Rando. All the doors that have branches will still be accessible. The save room will still work.
Yep. The only really significant thing is rooms like Spiky Room of Death will, of course, be a lot less dangerous if Phantoon has not been killed yet. Which is not completely insignificant, but it's not the same as in a normal randomizer where you just can't get the items. The save room doesn't normally work.
Yeah, for the most part, the wreck ship being turned on only disadvantages you.
We see Old Mother Brain on Lenifis' side with a missile pack. Lots and lots of missiles in these. Super is often kind of stingy. You might not. I don't think I've ever seen more than like 30 or 35 missiles in one seed, and oftentimes you only get like 10 or 15.
So I think Leno is the one that's exploring new ground for us. Oh, actually, no, ShyGuy got to the right side Super and Wreck Ship first. Yeah. So it looks like Green Boomerang Fan Club has a lead. So I think Mocktrade has actually taken 2 deaths so far. They're pretty short deaths.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because he took the one on the ouch, which was it. No, wait, that was Bonus that took the death on the ouch, wasn't it?
Well, no, I thought it was Mocktrade.
Oh, okay. We'll just say that team has 2 deaths. It looks
but yeah,
like
Bonus has killed Kraid. Found it was nothing.
Okay, so it looks like ShyGuy's gonna go ahead and look for the other ammo door. He's got he's got supers. I didn't see where they picked those up, but no matter what, he'll be able to open this door because it'll be the one that's not gray. We've seen all the other doors; they're all gray.
Yeah. The landing site always has 1 ammo colored door. The other 2 gray doors are ones that you get spit back out later through other branches. That's the only time they open up. So yeah, good call to come this way. I think they probably ran out of other stuff to do.
Yeah, and there was a nice shortcut back to the ship anyway.
So the first supers weren't too deep. There are some seeds where they end up really deep.
Yeah, all the runners have Spring Ball now, so we'll see if Frog Speedway makes an appearance in this one.
Oh, it was Bonus that died to the ouch. Okay.
Okay, there's that. Yeah, it was just vanilla left supers. Or sorry, right supers there. Oh, and another hub room. The top of Red Tower. ShyGuy gonna take a save there. There's lots of rooms here. Yeah, and ShyGuy knowing that there's that extra door. Oh, and just gets skated immediately. If you're gonna get a dead end with missiles, it's nice to just get it right away, almost. In fact, it was right away.
Yeah, you can just consider that that door is not even being a branch at all. It really simplifies things.
So when Leno gets over there, he'll know not to go through it.
You also have to remember to go up the elevator and check the doors there, because the elevators are all the regular connections. Picking up the missile with plasma, not sure that one was worth it.
Yeah, it's. I like to pick up all the on-path missiles that are easy to get to. That one maybe loses you a little bit more time than I'd like, especially like you say with plasma beam.
Yeah,
But
I
it is
could
nice
see
you
it
don't.
without, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fanfare, so it's a little bit freer in general.
Yeah, just that item's not that festive. Item. Doesn't need tank maybe, or a reserve. That's not a good position for him to be in if that ouch comes back up. Yeah, so it can be tricky to get out of those ouch pits because of the rising tide of the water.
Yeah, and this is a bad room for me. These pirates don't do. They only. I guess it's 15 damage.
Yeah,
base,
they do
but
15. They
he's
have
only got 29.
500. They have 500 health though.
So he can only take one hit from these guys, and they don't drop anything. Because you're supposed to be hitting these guys in the escape, so why would you need drops at that point?
I'm actually surprised they do so little damage in the escape. It's like you're kind of expected to have a lot more health. I know they're not actually supposed to be a threat at all, but still.
Oh, that's a good spot to land into with the little pile of, I guess those are Puyos as well. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
MST,
oh, that's not
please.
very safe way to handle
Oh my
this room.
god, this room. I mean, Meridia enemies hit hard, and he just doesn't have the health for it.
Although I think Safeway is a Canadian grocery store, so you might not be familiar with it.
Well, that's a death. I don't know where his save is, but that's rather unfortunate. Just those enemies hit hard on Power Suit. I know the pancakes do like 80 damage, and the Puyos, are they also 80?
They're 60.
Just still a lot.
They're still dangerous, because you're expected to have Gravity Suit there to quarter the damage. His save wasn't too far back. But it's still a really unsafe way that he handled that room. Speaking of unsafe rooms, you've got crabs near the Meridian map station on Bonus's side.
Yeah, crab's another one of those enemies. Oh, those are worse. Like this, they're 120 on the Power Suit, so you just don't want to get hit by a crab.
That one's also water physics for the whole room, so it's tough to react to if you're not expecting it.
Yeah, I mean, at least they have plasma, so you can kill them relatively easy. Ideally, you'd want to have a grapple beam to one-shot everything, all those Meridia enemies, but we don't have that right now.
Missiles are a good option too if you really don't have anything else. Just 2 missiles. 1 missile for the Puyos.
So one option you have.
Oh, actually, sorry, I really like how MST tried to like bait that Puyo, or sorry, not the Puyo, the Memu with the pseudo screw.
One option in that room is just power bomb everything. Sometimes if I enter that room low health, I'll just power bomb and just then you don't have to worry about all the enemies. Lenif is finding a double refill room.
I'm not sure I did not do the pseudo screw. Got hit by that Memu. That one's hard to avoid if you don't have wave because you can't shoot it through the wall.
So all runners basically going in that same direction right now.
Oh, actually, Mokdroid is hitboxing the escape pirates with the plasma beam. That is an option too. It's hard to do it on those since they're 3 in a row. So your beam pierces them, you hit multiple ones in a row, and then the timing of hitboxing them is offset a bit. So it's hard to do multiple in a row, but that was an option.
Okay, a little bit better by Shy Guy through this Meridia room. Rolling through. If you roll through, the Puyos will jump right over you, except those ones at the end. That looked a lot better.
Yeah, another option if you're like really in a bind in a room like this is lay a power bomb.
Yep.
If there are like 3 Puyos and one's gonna jump on you.
Yeah, I like using power bombs in rooms like that, just because. And then they often will drop the big health too, so you can also kind of get a refill as well.
Yeah, the Puyos are just honest; they're hard to hit. The pancakes aren't too bad; they're more predictable.
Yeah. Oh, Bubble Mountain. Another hub room. With just a missile. I think that missile's a little too far out of the way. I would have liked to have seen Shy Guy take a save before jumping here.
Oh, for the save, he would have had to go up and then back down the power bomb.
Yeah, but you could also scout the other rooms while you're there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that was a good idea, but like especially since you can use them strategically too. I think he's forgotten how to use that shortcut and forgotten
Well,
highway.
I was gonna say he was using Spring Ball to get up there. I guess.
I
Can
think
he not jump high enough?
I think like jumping a spring ball doesn't give you as much height as a regular jump.
Especially without high jump boots.
And so you could have just unmorphed and done it, but I think he was confused, expecting it to work, and
it just took him back to landing site.
Yeah.
Ouch. See, this is where if he'd had a save, he could just reset back to the save. But
yeah,
having that shortcut maybe isn't. Of course, having the shortcut isn't necessarily bad either for later on.
That's true, actually. Like if you just reset it, you do actually unlock the shortcut out of it, because if you don't go this path, then that gray door is still there.
Okay, now I'm gonna take that save. Looks like Leno's gonna take the top left door.
Mocktrade found a heated room. I don't think he went through it. I think he turned back around.
Yeah, well, the settings we use will never require a heated room, so it's probably a good choice. Especially on the low health. I could see, in a co-op situation, gambling on heated rooms if you're not too far from a save point. Oh, hello, Golden Teresa. Yeah, this is not going to work.
Okay, that's a really bad room to end up in because you cannot survive it. Really, Shy Guy is about to run into the same heated room that Mocktrade did. It's gonna turn right back.
Turn right back around. So it looks like there's only one path left. There's a good chance that GT fight is going to eventually be progression. The game, you have to at least have a suit. And of course, suits being vanilla in Route Randomizer means that it could be either barrier or gravity suit that allows you to go there.
Okay, so Lenif is ending up in like the reverse volcano, like going backwards. So that door, that room has door-dependent FX, which is what's responsible for the lava being set higher when you come through the top door. But so basically, like which door you come through kind of changes the properties of the FX layer. But one additional effect of that for that room is that the room is not heated if you come from the top door.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of weird that way.
Which was probably an oversight because like if you change what one of the doors does to that layer, then it's possible to make a mistake with it being different.
Okay, so we did find on both Mocktroid's and Lenifis' side the gravity suit and a wave beam. So now that the GT fight is relatively free, can't go through this room. You need either ice or speed. So Leno going to have to turn back.
Yeah, so I missed where gravity was, but Leno
yeah, Shy Guy's gonna go toward, and actually you see bonus we'll get gravity and wave beam right here. Shy Guy as well.
Okay, so yeah, Leno was just able to just go through even though that room wasn't heated from that direction, it would have been heated going the other direction, and it was also full of lava, so the game would have expected. I guess it probably just expects gravity for that room.
Or yeah, it probably does expect gravity because the lava's already up.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why the design decision was made to have the lava all the way up on the way back. Because normally that's not the case.
Okay, we do see a little bit of route divergence. Looks like Leno's going to go back to the GT fight, whereas Shy Guy's checking out the other heated direction.
Yeah, that's the best options right now. Might be the only options right now. but they're really well equipped for that GT fight now.
Yeah.
I mean, having
Starboy Plasma.
heat protection actually just made the difference entirely. Because I already had plasma, but wave adds a lot of damage to it too. And ShyGuy found a Dragon fight.
Boy. I mean, not too bad with this beam combination and gravity suit, but a little less health than he probably wants. And in fact, we see Bonus finding the same Dragon fight.
Yeah, there's not too many different places to go now, so.
I'm not sure he charged his beam up enough on that one of those shots. I'm not sure that actually registered.
Yeah, I saw one of them. Like, if you see the brown circle where it connects, then you know it didn't hit.
Yeah, I believe that first shot had that. And Leno will just ignore that spacer. That's a really funny spot for spacer. So one of the things I like about Rando, and you see it on Lenofis' side, where you saw it for a second, is we get to see a lot of rooms that we don't normally see in any category, even Rando. That ice escape tutorial room, never seen in any category, but perhaps map completion.
Yeah, and now he's going through one of the sewer rooms, which they had some poles added from the floors and ceilings to make it most likely impossible to get through without gravity.
And we see a dead end for ShyGuy at a missile pack. So was that Dragon fight even required?
Probably not.
I'm not seeing. I don't think he picked up anything out of that.
Yeah, and I don't think there was any other path along that. So a useless Dragon and a useless crate, it looks like.
Wow. At least the other runners will be able to skip. Leno will be able to skip the Dragon fight. Mocktroid will be able to skip the Dragon fight.
Yeah, there's some runners that have had communication issues regarding that, or also like there's some that just we're not sure how the bosses worked in this, so went and did unrequired bosses anyways. But these guys, I think, you know, I think I've seen enough of those races happen that that we know what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, we're on the last day of this. If you're still figuring out what you're doing, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah, it does actually, like, for some of the, like, I know it was a lot to get into for people who hadn't played the route randomizer before, but I also think, like, letting other people go earlier in the week and watching their races and learning from their experiences was also an option, I think.
Yeah, that's not a bad call. Oh, and we find fast pillars, which without space jump, without speed booster, isn't really fast.
No,
pretty safe with gravity suit, and yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it is still pretty dangerous with gravity suit. Not as bad as it could be. I mean, the game can throw this at you, which is Varia suit.
Oh yeah, it gets really bad with Varia, because if you take like the slightest bit too long, then the acid you have to deal with kind of affects you exponentially, because once you're caught in it, you lose mobility, so then you're caught in it for longer.
Yeah. So Leno going into this room, not convinced this is in logic without either high jump boots or Varia suit or space jump or something. Certainly doable, although this is going to be a really tough gravity jump because it's not free without high jump, and he does not have the Varia suit to give him extra protection. So I think looks like he's just going to bail on it. I think with one E-Tank, I think that's the right call.
Yeah, with more energy, could have done it, but it's still a risk even with 199. I think the low percent world record route does that gravity jump on one E-Tank and no Varia. The crazy, like, you know, PRKD route in low percent, but you have to be crazy to do that in low percent instead of just doing crate first. But yeah, that is what they do. So it's doable.
And Mocktroid running into the same room also makes the same decision. He has even less energy than Leno had, so and no real surprise. He's going to be even this is going to be tight for him to get back out.
I almost might have reset that room, maybe, because I don't know.
I think that resetting the room might have been a good call there.
Because the acid, he let the acid go up a little bit, and that could have made a huge difference later in the room. But yeah, he did. He had to lay that second power bomb too, and I had to spend time in the acid for that. So.
So now we're gonna go back down this bottom left room. I forget what gated them here. It might have been a heated room.
Oh, we found a pants room gate. Was it grapple at GT?
I did not see what grapple was, but we do see it on both Shy Guys and Bonus's side. So grapple was a Dragon, so Dragon was required. Okay, that's better.
Oh, okay.
Good to know the Dragon was actually required.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the tracker when I was trying to see if there was an item on that path, and the grapple's not on the tracker because it's on the HUD. So
yeah. Funny how that works. Yeah, Leno and Mocktroid at the same time going into their Dragon fight so they can get that grapple beam. And we see the lower Norfair entry room, which gives us a red door to the right, and we go up. They get a save door, and a choice to go also to the right.
Yeah, so simultaneous Dragon fights for Leno and Mocktroid. They Screw Attack.
Screw Attack is nice.
Gauntlet 2. So that'll be nice if they have to go back through this room.
Now let's see what's on the other side of the save room.
Well, this is
sort of
it's sort of vanilla. Like it's the room that you are supposed to come out of right after you get Screw Attack.
Oh, and we do see a Shack Tool. Let's see if he's got
not sure why he's waiting. He could have just killed Shack Tool, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it was covering. I don't think the sand's covering the super shortcut.
No, the super shortcut is right below the power bomb blocks.
But I think people are just kind of mentally trained to not kill Shack Tool too early. So.
Yep, understandable. Well, Shy Guy thinking well in advance to go ahead and kill that Nova before going here, so he knows he doesn't have to worry about it. See if Bonus knows to shoot. Yep, he does. This room sucks without high jump. Those sewers rooms are just so awful. We see Green Hill Zone, which has 2 entrances and an item. Okay, now everybody has their grapple beams, and we'll follow the route that Bonus and Shy Guy have been figuring out.
Yeah. Shy Guy and Mocktroid are the ones that went the same way at the start, and Bonus and Monifist, but with the Kraid death switcheroo, they ended up kind of trading roles.
Interesting, no one's gone down here. Looks like Mocktroid gonna check this floor door here. Leno looks like he's backtracking a bit. I'm not entirely sure what he's backtracking for.
This was the first door that Shy Guy checked. Is the Forgotten Highway back to landing site.
Oh yeah, we did see that. Yeah, I don't think Crocodile Van has. I don't think either of them have checked this.
No, well, that's why they're checking it now. So.
Yep.
Speed booster.
Well, we know we need that.
I don't know if he's like pausing to take some note.
Yeah, I think Yeah, oh, for sure, because it's no item fanfare.
Let's
Oh, hi, Various Suit.
figure out how to direct Leno towards here. Leno, Varia's going to be on the path that Leno's on.
Yeah, we aren't seeing enough E-tanks that at this point skipping Varia would be viable. It could be that there are enough E-tanks, but we do know there's no guarantee you're going to find enough E-tanks. Although I guess the worst I've seen is a four E-tanks plus 2 reserves, which technically is enough. With
Yeah,
Various
but then
Suit.
you have to find all of them at that point. So
yeah, and that's rough. Whereas sometimes we see seeds with like 11 or 12 E-tanks, and if Varia is late in a seed like that, then really there's no reason to necessarily go out of your way to pick it up if you're the other runner.
So that Varia might be the intended access for Gravitron, for the gravity jump.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I haven't seen anywhere that Speed Booster would be useful yet.
We saw Croc Alley. Not Croc, Botswoon. Pre-Botswoon.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I forget where it was, but we did see that one. And yeah, that'll require ice or speed, so.
Okay, so they now have 2 different ways they can go. I think Shy Guy's about to hit Varia here.
Yeah, I believe that's where it was. Yeah, there it is.
It's kind of trippy because like Precious Room leads to Varia in some other room, and then on the other path, Billy made or the Brinstar ceiling E-tank leads to Speed Booster in Space Jump room.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So the other item that has to show up somewhere, but that's just because of the way we do the settings, is high jump boots. And I say has to show up as in it will be in the seed. It's entirely possible the runners could miss it, because technically not needed to complete these. It doesn't actually gate anything. At this point, though, as far as logic, I think they have everything they could possibly need, unless Acid Chorizo shows up for the required space jump.
Yeah, ice can be sort of a soft gate for Metroid rooms, but they've got power bombs to deal with that.
Yep. Okay, and Leno taking that a little bit risky, sitting in the acid waiting for doing that bomb. That's yeah. With full supers, though, he can just farm these rippers for health back, and they always will drop big health if you're full on supers.
I think he menued to the super in preparation for the green gate. It's muscle memory.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so they like killing Shactilier is what you want to do if it's in your way.
Yeah, especially with this beam combination.
I didn't see how the others handled it, but yeah, that is the time where you actually want to kill it.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it was it may have been GT that had the gate of the pre-Botswoon area. So eventually I think they have to go back that way.
Bona's bombing some of those blocks even though he's got Screw Tech. It's kind of odd. In the gauntlet.
Also, I love how the sound effects in Route Rando, we get the Metroid sound sometimes. You can kind of hear it in the background of with the Turian music.
Yeah, the different song sets have different instruments loaded, and sometimes the sound effects actually just pull from the instrument library instead. So some of them depend on the music of that room being a certain track. So you get the Metroid sounds you get are actually they're supposed to be it's supposed to be the lava bubbling.
All right. At this point, I'm kind of not sure where anybody is within the route. I do think that the one thing I think it was the GT. I think it was GT that gave them, but whichever it was, they definitely need to get back to that. Pre-boss room.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost right now.
Man, it looks like he's gonna speed booster into that E-tank because he's killed all the enemies. Oh no, the backup gamers there. You can use that, or not. Bomb jumping doesn't typically work well to get this item. You really want that E-tank.
You have to. You kind of have to ladder this. I think if you do it really well, you.
Oh, here it goes. Oh, he did nice timing with the unmorph, and that allowed him to get it.
Okay, yeah, that does work. But if you can do even like one ladder bomb jump, that's good enough. And like the hard part of ladder bomb jumping is chaining multiple ones. I think doing one is not too bad.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I've done it. I've managed to start the double bomb jumps, but never managed to keep them going.
The problem with them is the rhythm that you need actually changes partway through it. Like every 4 ladders you do or so, you have to adjust the rhythm slightly because the time that you're in the exact position you are relative to the bomb's hitbox is like moving vertically slightly. So if you just keep doing the same rhythm, eventually you'll be off and the bomb won't hit you anymore.
It's actually really neat. I didn't know any of that. All right,
yeah, that's
MST back to GP. And forgive us, Shy Guy is also known as Metroid MST, and I have been switching back and forth pretty much the entire race when I'm calling him, so it's the same person. You know, the way he was doing that spark, I was worried he was going to do a diagonal spark right into the spacer beam. That would have been unfortunate.
I don't think he would do something like that.
Not on purpose.
But that was an interesting way to get up. I didn't see how the others got up, because I guess that might have been the best way, because without high jump, like basically the wall jump you'd have to do to get around that ledge is a worse room in the game style wall jump, with it being 3 tiles out from the wall. So I guess everyone probably try and sparked that.
No,
they probably didn't have speed. Yeah, they would have had to bomb jump it.
Okay, now we're back in fast pillars. Still not fast with this item set. Little better with screw attack though.
A lot better.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot better with screw attack, but still I wouldn't call it fast at this point. So like mid pillars.
Fast pillar is kind of like Mission Impossible, where it's not really the name of the room; it's the name of the strat. But then you just end up calling the room that name instead.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Okay, so actually, it was the lava dive that gated us here. So at this point, with 3 tanks and gravity and Varia, then this is not too hard. I still don't call high jump plus gravity jump free, but it's no more difficult for most runners than say just a regular lava dive with high jump and Varia suit.
And having to powerbomb the Metroids here, which I thought this required.
Yeah,
ice
okay.
beam.
So did I, and then I thought we ran into a seed that didn't require it, but then I saw that seed come up, and I think it did. I think the ice beam did show up before the Metroid rooms. So now I'm back to not being sure again.
Yeah, I was pretty sure this logically required it. But then yeah, you had that one seed you told me about. But if you were wrong about that seed, then yeah, I don't know. I'm fairly. I
But of
was
course-
fairly confident. I'm not so confident anymore, but we might see ice on the other branch where Batoon is. Oh, we did see ice. Bonus just got it.
Well, there you go. And this is going to detonate high jump boots, which is a really nice item, but we'll be interested to see if anyone decides to skip this item, because not technically needed. That's actually a pretty far branch for just high jump boots.
Yeah, but we did have the ice mock ball room here, which has 3 doors to go through.
Oh yeah, we do still have some places to go. So yeah, yeah. In that case, the high jump is not that far out of the way, and probably worth picking up. Assuming that there's other stuff on this path, which there probably is. We'll see. And then we see another ice room, kind of French vanilla, since it came off of the correct room. It just put you through the wrong door.
Yeah.
That one though is changed a little bit because you don't have the little tunnel to get to the actual ice beam.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that change too. It kind of removes a hub room, but maybe that's what they were going for. Because if you have too many hub rooms, then you end up running out of options for where the doors can lead. The only major item they're still missing is Space Jump.
Which at this point, there's a real good chance that it's not going to be. I mean, there's only one room in the game that requires that space jump, so I'm going to guess we're not going to see space jump. But don't know.
I'm curious what the rest of the seed is going to be like for... Oh no, wait, Dragon was required for grapple. Okay, yeah. So... I've been keeping a little bit of an eye out to see if there are any seeds that actually require no bosses, but I don't...
I don't think we've seen one yet. We've seen ones where they've had multiple non-required bosses, but I think they've all at least had one. But theoretically, I mean, they certainly could exist. Because there's nothing that inherently requires any bosses other than the weird Fantoon room that shows up.
Oh,
sometimes.
hello.
Speaking of weird Fantoon rooms, oh, oh, that's a shame. So at this point, if you're Lenofist, do you just go back right now? You just turn around right now?
I don't know if
because he's on the path.
So Lenofist is not on the Ice Beam branch.
Yeah, I think Lenofist is on the branch that the Shy Guy has gone all the way through and just got stopped by the green room.
So maybe they forgot about the other path. But also, there's still the bottom door in Ice Mock Ball Room. I don't think Shy Guy has been through yet, so that actually might just lead to Fantoon because I can't really think of anywhere else.
Yeah, same.
So I think I think there's a good chance that Fantoon is just on one of the sub branches of the branch that they're on, and it's wow, Bonus found a Acid Chorizo.
Ooh, oh boy. Yeah, so Space Jump will show up. I wonder if Fantoon's behind that Acid Chorizo.
I think it probably is.
That would make the most sense.
But I think I've lost track of some of the branches, so...
Oh, I know I have.
So I guess actually, yeah, so what makes the most sense from what I can remember being available is that Space Jump is behind the door Shy Guy's going on. Which is a dead-end item room, and it's not here.
I'm gonna grab those power bombs. At this point, probably unlikely the baby shows up, but it would give him crystal flash ammo if that did happen. The missiles I skip because I mean there's so many missiles throughout.
So
yeah,
it's like really hard to tell who's ahead right now with that new information.
Yeah, I really think Leno needs to turn around. Like the path from here is very straightforward, but takes you to the Fantoon block room.
Bonus is in West Ocean, and I'm not sure that we saw that anywhere.
No, I'm pretty certain we haven't. So yeah, I don't like that Leno's not turning around here.
So I think Bonus went through Batoon and then went through like some other sub branch that I didn't notice.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe he just wants those high jump boots that badly, but I don't think that's worth the extra backtrack to go. Oh yeah, okay. Is he turning around now?
Yeah, we've got a space jump on Bonus's side. It looks like he is turning around. I didn't see if Mocktroid saw where the Faint Tune door was.
No,
oh,
we have.
Well,
I don't
actually,
think
yeah, they still need to find the Faint Tune door.
Yeah, they haven't found the Phantoon door yet on Krakow Band side.
They also nobody has found Phantoon itself.
Yep, that's right. Wait, what is? Do we already know what's in that room that Shy Guy just turned right around? Because I didn't see the item.
I had seen that room before from somebody. He might have gone into the wrong room by accident.
Okay, yeah, that can happen. It's very easy as the runner to forget what room does what where. It looks like Lenithus just continuing on. Maybe, like I said, just yeah, just maybe really wants those high jump boots. He can go up and get them from here.
So the Mickey Mouse path that Bonus was on that he found Space Jump, he did not. I think the path beyond that was unexplored, and he chose to turn back anyways. I think that's what happened. So he's kind of banking on this being the progression, I suppose. Which makes sense because they don't really have much left. It's sort of reasonable to assume that. Well, no, it's. I don't know, because beyond that space jump could have been Phantoon, for all they know, with the Phantoon door being behind the space jump block, which they don't know about if they haven't seen where the actual Phantoon door is yet.
Yep, exactly.
And I don't think they have, because Mocktroid has ice as well, which I think Bonus told him to go in that direction. So I think we kind of have both runners from each team, like on the same, more or less the same branch as their partner.
Oh, there's a door that Shy Guy hasn't gone through yet. Yeah, I feel like Lenithus, is he still not turned back from this path?
I think this is. I think he's going towards high jump. I'm really not sure. But Bonus found Phantoon. This is pretty much
there
like
it is.
The only place it could have been.
I like what Trigo was trying to do there, trying to do a horizontal shine sparks through the Space Pirates here. Unfortunately, I managed to goop spark up instead. But yeah, this is really interesting. Bonus may just tell Mocktroid not to come this way. They might take a risk that Phantoon is not required.
I can't agree with that risk.
I can't agree with that risk either.
Like specifically with where Space Jump is and Phantoon being directly behind it with nothing else really here.
Yeah, I can't agree with that either. But that might be what they do. Leno is going to pick up his high jump boots, and I don't get me wrong, high jump boots such a great item, but honestly, the fact that they knew that they were going to be gated by that Phantoon door at this point, I just don't like the call to go back and get that now.
Yeah, I don't either. That like this really wasn't going to be important for anything at this point. And Shy Guy has been doing a backtrack for quite a while.
Yeah, trying to find that branch to take to find Phantoon.
Yeah, and then I don't even think he's found the acid statue yet. So
no, he has not.
He may find that before Space Jump as well. But I mean, like, yeah, so Mocktroid's getting Space Jump right now. And you would not be getting Space Jump if
you weren't going to keep going. Yeah, agreed.
So he's definitely going that path, which I agree with. He's checking this door, which I don't think It was just an energy refill. Maybe Bonus checked it and I didn't notice. Because it was just a one-room dead end, but...
Yeah, it's very easy to miss those.
Yeah, he
Where-
probably checked it and I just didn't notice.
Where
Or no,
is-
actually no, if he had... Sorry, if Bonus had checked it, Mocktroid wouldn't have gone into it. So Mocktroid is scouting it to make sure Bonus didn't miss something. But
Yeah, but at this point, there's... I mean, I guess it could have been high jump boots. That's the
it
only
could have
thing
been. It could have been the Fantoon door. They still don't know where that is. It could have, or it could have been the end.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, a left door, a door going to the right couldn't be the end, but yeah, it could lead to that eventually.
So I think Bonus and Mocktroid are in a super good position here. They kind of prioritized the correct. They both prioritized the correct branch at one point, which I really think that both teams should have done a better job of splitting which branch they went on, as far as like what was it, the Bottoon versus the Gravitron. But it's going to heavily work out more for one team than the other.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, if Fantoon weren't required, Shy Guy's already done. So, I mean, certainly having one person go that way, I just don't understand why Lenifus didn't turn around as soon as MSD found that Fantoon door. That seemed like an odd choice. Going back towards Crate, I thought this was a
This was useless. I think Shy Guy's lost.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty clear sign that he's lost. They might not have actually... They either haven't found the Bottoon room, or they don't remember where it is, because he looks very lost right now. Yeah, so it's on the same... The branch they want is the one that also has Ice Beam, but they haven't found Ice Beam. So.
No, that's right. In the meantime, I'm not sure if Bonus and Mocktroid know exactly where they need to go. I know they saw the Golden Chorizo. They need to get back to the green... Bubble Mountain, and it's a pretty straightforward path from the Golden GT fight beyond that. Oh,
yeah,
it's just the backtrack.
Yeah. They don't... I don't know if they precisely know where they need to go, but I think that's probably the only option left for them. They're also really hoping that Fantoon is required, I think, because...
oh, for sure.
Because this got them Ice and Space Jump and Fantoon, and this pretty much all hinges on Fantoon being useful. If Fantoon is useless here, then they just wasted a whole bunch of time.
Exactly.
We know they didn't, and if you get an arrangement like this in a seed, you can probably be mostly sure that you had to do this for a reason.
Yeah, and Mocktroid going ahead and into his Fantoon fight. Oh, Shy Guy hasn't even killed Spore Spawn yet. This is way back when. This shouldn't take long. He's got the beam combo for it. Just needs to get one shot in. There we go. Actually, don't remember what was beyond this, but it looks like with Leno turning back, there must have been nothing beyond this. Yeah, looks like the back door to bowling, which is pretty useless because all you can do is see the item. You can't actually get the item, and wherever bowling is, who knows in terms of actually getting the item. So yeah, they don't know. I mean, I don't recall whether or not they hit the Bottoon hallway.
They might have just never found it.
Yeah, they might have never found it. I don't remember whose side I saw that on the first time. But if they never found it, then they're looking for it. And if they did find it, then they forgot where it was.
If they never found it, then it makes a lot more sense why they would like both double down on the Gravitron path.
Yep.
If they also thought they had checked everything. Oh, bonus going through it, and I missed where he went into.
I know. Although I think this is by now a backtrack, so we should be able to see where Shy Guy and Lenifis need to go.
Mockshard's probably going to hit it soon. Was it behind GT? Yeah, it was behind GT, wasn't it?
The progression to the towards the end is behind GT.
So the bot-toon room is somewhere here. The pre-bot-toon room.
Oh, looks like Bubble Mountain upper right is the way to go, and Bonus going straight to GT. So he knows where he needs to go, or at least has well, I mean, he doesn't know, but he has a pretty good guess on where to go.
Oh, Mockdroid's ahead. Okay, so bot-toon led to Bubble Mountain then?
Yep.
Did that mean...
Oh, led to? No. I think no, but they got to Bubble Mountain from the bottom, I thought. The first time they got there.
Mocktroid went through Bot-toon's... Oh no, so... Okay, yeah, you're right. So Bot-toon's room was another Bot-toon's... Sorry, no, Bot-toon's room doesn't go to the end. It goes to...
Space Jump and Phantom. And it was the top right door in Bubble Mountain.
Okay, yes, there we go. That's the information I was missing. I get it now.
And somehow neither Lenofis nor MSD has managed to check that direction, or if they did, they forget where it was. And pretty much have been checking all the hub rooms that, that they've already gone through. It's just really unfortunate that neither one of them scouted that out once they had the speed booster.
Yeah, they had a lead early on, a small lead, just from the other team having some small deaths early on.
Yep.
But I think they lost that pretty much as soon as they didn't follow that path.
Yeah, because Bonus and Mocktroid are well on their way to the correct routing, and I believe the only real hub room after this was that pre-ice beam area, where they'll get their high jump boots if they take the quote unquote wrong path. I mean, they might even miss those. Like if one of them goes straight and finds the end before the other one gets to that first room, yeah, they're just gonna miss high jump, which is kind of sucks, but not required to beat the game. So. That's an interesting way to do that room bonus. Worked out for you.
I missed it.
It kind of looked like because you have speed boost, you don't have to do the mock ball, so it kind of looked like he forgot about like he was forgetting about doing the mock ball, and then thought, oh, maybe I do have to do the mock ball, but he had speed booster, so he jumps into a ball, and then managed to land under the gate just before it closed.
Oh wow. You do want to jump and metamorph and shoot the door if you're going through it towards Ice Beam, like in vanilla.
Yeah, that's a good point. So it may have been
maybe he just did that strat by accident too early, or
yeah, I mean, it looked funny, like he was torn between whether to do the mock ball or not. But you're probably right. He probably just jumped too early and was trying to do that strat. All right, Lenifis now in Bubble Mountain. Let's see if he figures out where they haven't gone yet. Unfortunately, the door he just opened is Leno. No, that's not the right way.
Sitting there and standing there is not a great sign either.
No, not at all. Unfortunately, backtracking away from where they need to be.
Yeah, MST went. I remember he went in this path right away when he got to Bubble Mountain when you were telling him he should have saved. So this was a pretty short dead end, I think. Yep. Oh, it was this the Meridian Forgotten Highway room where he died a bunch. So
yep. Yeah, it's clear they're just trying to find the hub door that they have not gone to, and unfortunately, Lenifis had gotten all the way to Bubble Mountain, And
Oh, that was the
just didn't check
entrance
it.
to Bubble Mountain, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the entrance. That was
Okay,
how
yeah,
they got there
never
in the first place.
mind. It wasn't the first door. The first door that they took was the bottom door.
And Bonus probably feeling pretty good. Found that Fantoon room. Went right past the refill room because he's got a ton of. He's already actually all full. Gonna go for a Zeb skip here.
Oh, it's only got barely got the fourth E tank.
Going for the Zeb skip again. Yeah, this is pretty low health.
Oh, that was an 84. Okay, I was so
Oh, it
sure
wasn't
it
84.
was
It was
0.
yeah. I thought it was a 04 as well. But those 8s and 0s on our restream view just they look exactly the same. I'm gonna take that energy refill. You could definitely make the argument here for opening these with missiles and maybe refilling afterwards if your health is low. But yeah, I mean, you got the Zeb skip that time, so it should be fine.
So Moktroid not too far behind in getting to Mother Brain himself. Unfortunately, ShyGuy and Leto are still pretty lost.
Yeah, they just, Leno was so close to getting back to the right path. And just bailed on it, which is weird because it looks like they've been rechecking hub rooms. And when he bailed, he was in a hub room. He was in Bubble Mountain. It was the hub room that they needed.
Yeah, I think you can really easily let your memories kind of trick you and just being like, no, I'm so sure I checked everything here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or they may have intended, like, whoever was responsible for checking that path may have intended to and forgot to, but then, like, checked it off mentally as they did it already.
Okay, so Bonus taking a death. Where was his last save?
Oh, wow, that's... I didn't see what happened, probably.
I just saw the death animation, so I didn't see what actually happened. I have no idea where the save is. Let's find out. It looks like he still has space jump.
I wasn't No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
That's really... That's really bad, but also they're still ahead because they...
Yeah, they are, because they know what to do.
Know what they're doing.
And unfortunately, that was kind of the break that ShyGuy and Lennovis needed, but they can't take advantage of it until they find that route through Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, if Leno had actually gone the correct way, ShyGuy's in Bubble Mountain at this point.
Okay.
He might find it as a good sign for them, but I think Leno had to figure this out on his first trip there for them to have had a chance.
No, he's going away from it. No, wait, he's going back? Okay, let's see where he goes. Okay, so he's gonna go this way, which is not gonna be anything. Yeah, this is a dead end. Oh no, it wasn't a dead end right away.
I feel like this is probably the kind of situation where you forfeit once you see the other team done.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Because, like, you clearly missed something. It's going to be a pain to figure out exactly what it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them at all if they chose not to finish this out. But at least he's checking those Bubble Mountain hubs, so it has a chance. I mean, technically, it's certainly not over with Bonus having taken a Mother Brain death. I mean, maybe he'll be just a little bit more careful the next time, but I mean, it's a 4 E-tank fight. That's by no means free, even with full beam combo.
He has to do a lot of stuff over.
Yep, he does.
But yeah, so that's gonna feel really bad for them. May actually feel in a similar situation to last race. I think it was Moktroid that died to was it Bonus that died to Ridley? I think it was Moktroid that died to Ridley in their last race.
Yeah, that sounds right, but I can't say for sure.
And it was a fairly bad death. Save is pretty far back. So they may feel in a similar situation, but they're still going to be ahead.
Yeah, taking that death, I mean, they gotta feel like they're behind at this point.
I wasn't looking at the screen because I just 100% wasn't expecting a death there.
No, same. I mean, I looked over and there was the animation. Looks like Leno's about to get back to Bubble Mountain, I think.
but like even on this equipment, like even though it's a really easy fight, it just takes one mistake to die, and that one mistake could be getting double catch-upped, and you don't have much control over that if you get hit.
Okay, Leno taking a save in Bubble Mountain. They're both in Bubble Mountain right now, so hopefully, okay.
Nice speed Zevatites
okay,
from
Shy Guy, there's a green door there. Go through the green door.
Yeah, that door is like a really clear flag that, like, hey, you didn't go through here.
Yeah, in fact, a lot of times I like to prioritize.
Oh, Leno went through here without the, yeah, Leno went through here, I'm pretty sure, without, he saw this room without, whatchamacallit,
speed?
Gravity.
Without gravity. Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
They did actually, Leno did actually go through here, before. I saw him go back through here after gravity, and this was Gravitron, right? Or no, this was...
No,
this was Bottoon, okay.
Bottoon.
So...
Gravitron was beyond the GT fight, and now we see Mocktroid in the Mother Brain fight.
So this was when they didn't have speed. So they're pretty synced now. They both they figured out where to go at the same time. But yeah, I think Leto had forgotten about this path, or at least forgotten where it was.
Yeah, speaking about those, what I was going to say about those green doors, a lot of times when I'm playing these, I prioritize the blue doors, even though the actual door color only means something in terms of potentially having to go get like a power bomb or a super missile, just because then it makes it very clear whether or not I've done a room or not, or done a path, because the other door will be red or green or yellow, whichever.
Yeah, you just don't really have the option to keep that door unlocked, because it's a branch that you go a little bit and then you get gated.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Easy to forget.
And that that strategy doesn't always work well, because sometimes the blue doors are the progression and sometimes they're not. It just, you know, because there's no other than that first ammo door, first green door, first yellow door that requires you to find a power bomb pack or a super missile pack. There really is no meaning towards whether or not what color a door is.
So Mock trades through the fight, so we can be pretty reasonably sure that he's going to finish in the next few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Shy Guy and Leto are still both behind bonus on their path, so
yeah, at this point it has to be a pretty big disaster. Bonus does have to re-kill Fantoon, but Shy Guy and Lenifus haven't even found Fantoon.
Yeah. So as far as getting lost, like the way they did, when I used to play randos, like, you know, non-competitively, or even like when I started trying to practice this, my number one reason for getting lost in a seed was forgetting that an item gate existed somewhere that the seed expected me to go back to once I had the item.
And that makes a lot of sense, yeah.
So that's what I prioritize in my notes. I don't take very many notes when I play this, but I make sure I write those down.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you see some runners really like take a lot of notes, and you'll see them pausing to do it. I'm with you. I don't like taking a lot of notes, but it's something that important, yeah, is a good thing to write down. It looks like Shy Guy about to find space jump if he remembers to check this item. Did he check the item? Because he's not checking on the way down.
So I kind of wonder if Bonus will save when he goes through Bubble Mountain again. Yeah, I don't think he checked the item.
No. Oh my god, MST, please. Hopefully Leno, well, because Leno's probably not even going to go there, and he's probably going the other direction because there was a branch. And he'll be like, you need a space jump.
Is Leno already on the other? Maybe Leno checked it. I think Leno checked it, actually.
Yeah, Leno just found Acid Chorizo. Oh my god. So, yeah, this, I mean, it's unfortunate the way this has happened for Shy Guy and Lenifus. I mean, they just, these little mistakes of just not remembering things. And to be fair, it did feel like the GT direction was going to be the end. or at least a major progression chain.
Well,
And
it was the end.
and it was the end, and it was a major progression chain. But unfortunately, that Fantoon requirement just gonna screw him up, you know. Moxroid in the escape. And the escape is always a little weird here. It's nice to get the Leodox room going in this direction at least.
Yeah, it's much easier to deal with falling down that shaft rather than having to wall jump up it.
Okay, Shy Guy back in the Mickey Mouse room. Should find his space jump here. I'm pretty certain at this point he knows that was that was skipped.
I wonder if he checks the room beyond it. Actually curious. It's bonus.
He did. Shy Guy checked it, and he found the refill. And Moxroid finishing up with a 115-15. So GG's to Moxroid.
I didn't see him check it.
One of them did. Oh no, MST, he checked it.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I didn't see him check it. But yeah, GG's to Moxroid.
Right, so literally that's everything you could possibly want in terms of items. There's no reason to check anything else at this point.
I wonder what time bonus would have gotten. I wasn't quite paying attention if he hadn't died.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I feel like it's been 10 or 15 minutes though.
But yeah, I think they're probably going to worry that Shy Guy and Luna are just going to kind of done one after another.
At the same, yeah, exactly.
With bonus.
And they probably will dot done one after another. Just, I mean, if they decide to continue, but it won't be really soon. But yeah, that's definitely that would be my thought process if I were Krakow Van right now. But a lot of this, I still think, comes back to when Shy Guy ran straight into the Fantoon room. I still question not immediately sending Lenifis back to start scouting for the Fantoon direction.
I just really think that, like, I think that had to have been because they thought they had run out of other places.
Mm-hmm.
So they thought it had to be on this branch. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, it is the only thing that makes sense.
He probably asked Luna, and he's just like, no, I checked everything in Bubble Mountain.
Which, yeah, technically he did. He just forgot he'd gotten gated by the one. Yeah, Bonus is gonna have to watch his health a little bit here. Should be fine as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, though.
It's fine. He's got 11 health.
He's got, yeah. He's got lots of good stuff. And hey, look, it's Fantoon. So the best way to do this fight with this beam combination, if you can get a couple of Dopplers in, then get a charge shot when Fantoon shows up again. I think he just got 3 shots in though, which of course makes Fantoon just completely disappear. What you want to do is 2-2 charge shot, 2-2 charge shot, and that'll take care of it.
No, you need, oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because he's got full beam combo, so that works.
You need at least 4 in one round and 3 in the other.
Yeah.
It's kind of easy to if the flame pattern's not good, it's easy to shoot extra missiles because you anticipate your shots getting blocked. It's probably what just happened there as well.
Yeah.
So you shoot 3 because you think one of them is going to get blocked, and then it doesn't get blocked, and then you hit him with 3 right away, and he disappears.
Yeah, and there you see he had it down enough to just do the final shot. So, Fantoon down for Shy Guy. Lenfist entering the Fantoon fight. So Lenfist and Shy Guy did at least solve the seed. We'll see if they decide to continue on.
They probably do finish at that point.
Yeah. Lenfist having a much quicker Fantoon fight.
The bonus saved at Bubble Mountain, so even if he dies again, he's still going to be in the lead enough to secure the win.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of disasters at this point that would have to be fall bonus for Shy Guy and Lenfist to catch up are just I mean, it's just very unlikely at this point. But Leno and Shy Guy are going to be on the path to finishing. Back to Bubble Mountain already. Well, almost back to Bubble Mountain. I guess I got fooled. I got fooled by Batcave. They're not there yet. So yeah, they actually have quite a backtrack here.
The seed is very punishing for not finding the path to Ice Space Fantoon at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still not sure of the requirements for the Gravitron, the lava dive room, in this. So it might have been the fact that they were doing a high jump plus gravity jump might have been a clue, but that doesn't guarantee that it would necessarily be a Fantoon thing. I mean, it could have been literally that the backtrack would have led them, the path they were on would have led them to whatever it is that puts that in logic with the high jump boots or just the space jump.
I think it was Varia that probably put it in logic, but
yeah, it's
I haven't
just hard to say.
I haven't seen enough seeds layouts to be able to confirm.
Yeah, same. And unfortunately, there's no. The only document that I know of that exists is the one I created, and that was all from just guesswork, from what I've observed from vetting a lot of these seeds. So a lot of that stuff, yeah, may be not necessarily inaccurate, but just not completely. It's just not a complete document that can give you everything. Yeah, I do see a question in chat about not all bosses killed. Yeah, since this is Route Rando, not all the bosses. The bosses are only required if they're on the path to either the end of the game, or if they're on the path to a required item. The one exception being the Fantoon fight, which was required in this seed because at the end of the game, when we find it in Route Rando, there's a special green room that will only be unlocked if you've killed Fantoon. And unfortunately, the Fantoon was pretty much on the other side of the world, and we see that room on bonus side right now.
Just went through, yeah. And it's always directly, you'll always get the Turian refill directly behind it, and then Mother Brain.
Yep.
If it shows up. You might just get Mother Brain without the Fantoon door, if that is not in the seed.
Okay, nice sub skip that time from bonus. Had a little bit of trouble the last time through, but this time, no trouble whatsoever.
This is actually still a pretty long ways away from the Bubble Mountain save.
Yeah. That was the last save available. I'm pretty certain that was literally the last save available, so.
Yeah. So on an older version of the Route Rando, that Fantoon lock room had a golden statue of Fantoon in it, which telegraphed the purpose of the room much better. Made it pretty obvious.
That would have been nice if that had been kept in.
I don't know why that was removed, honestly. It was a good thing to have. Okay, bonus is through his fight now. So
yeah, no problem this time. Yeah, like we both missed what actually happened. I think at the time, Shy Guy and Lenifus were trying to figure out what backtrack they had missed. And you just kind of expect that people aren't going to die on Mother Brain at this point, especially with the full beam combination. But catch up happens, or whatever it was that got him.
I don't know if Shy Guy and Leto might be holding out a little bit of hope that something really bad happened to Bonus. I mean, something did, but something worse.
Yeah,
like maybe Bonus got lost also, like they did, because the dot done from Mocktrade is 10 minutes ago, and they have yet to see another one. And they're both very close together. So like, they probably finish. Let me see. They probably finish at like the 131, 132 mark, maybe.
Yeah, that feels that feels pretty reasonable. I mean, they don't have to do any kind of checking, although.
But then that would be like they would need Bonus to finish at 149 or so to win, and that's probably not going to be reasonable in their minds.
I mean, you just gotta keep playing until you see the dot done. I'm a firm believer in you keep going no matter what until you see that finish. Then if you don't want to finish the seed when you see that your opponent's finished, then that's fine.
Yeah,
I question people that forfeit before they see the finish, because you never know what happened to your opponent.
I've had seeds where like a regular randomizer where I went for a variolous lower Norfair and was like barely not able to get Ridley done the first try, was going to forfeit, and then I was like, well, I'll just keep going until I see the dot done. And then I finished the race, won, and found out that my opponent had similar problems, so you just never know.
Alright, Bonus completely done with the Mother Brain fight. Will be in the escape. Should have Mocktroid in the voice call telling him where to go. We didn't really talk about the escape much when Mocktroid was going through it. Basically, the rooms are randomized. Each room will have one blue door this progression, except the either the parlor or the climb will have a second right-facing blue door that will take you to the animals.
Yeah, there's only 2 hub rooms in the escape, and there's only 1 extra branch that you can be led on.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's really not as complicated as it might seem.
I mean, like the first time you do it, it's easy to, like, especially in the climb room, it's really easy to forget that you have those other doors, because 2 of them are hidden behind blocks. But other than that, it's relatively straightforward. Just go find that blue door. And Shy Guy into the Mother Brain 1 fight, so not even that far behind, but it's just not going to be anywhere close to enough. Yep, and Lenifus finds the Fantoon room. And gets to the landing site. And we'll finish with an official SRL time of 1:28:07. GG's to Bonus.
So that, I think, is 6-2 for Crocoman.
Yeah, they've had a really strong start to the season.
Yeah.
Is it 6-2 or 7-1?
I think they've lost twice. Maybe not. I was actually corrected on this when I said it one way, and I thought it was. I was right the first time, but now I'm second guessing myself.
No, they're going to be 7-1. They went 1-1 versus Cat Jammers last week.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. Average, but Bonus having beaten Pistachio Cat on the Cat Jammers. So yeah, they're going to be 7-1. A really strong start to the season.
See,
And we do
I
have
was
mock
right.
droid.
I was right the first time, but I got corrected on it, and then which is wrong, and then I.
We do
anyways.
have mock droid joining us. Looks like Bonus about to join us. GG's guys.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you.
Yeah. So Bonus had the mother brain issue, so you were the one that didn't. So
Yeah, it's there always seems to be a mother brain issue involved when I'm racing, and luckily I'm not on the bad end of it just yet.
I mean, it could have been the bad end, but fortunately for Shy Guy and Lenifus just kind of got a little lost in the seed. They got to the end, but they got to the end, but having not found Fantoon.
We were discussing that. We figured that might have been the case. That's unfortunate.
And then had really a hard time trying to figure out what path they need to go back to once they knew they had to go find Fantoon.
Yeah, when I found the lava dive earlier on, I didn't have Varia or space jump, so I figured like, right, we either need space jump or Varia for the logic here, so that's why I gave up on that path and figured I'd follow the path Bonus was taking.
I want to say you had less than a tank and would have had to do a high jump plus gravity jump. I don't think it would have been enough health to actually get
exactly
with what you
yeah, that would have been horrible.
And we're not sure what the actual logic is. Our theory is that at least variant is needed at that point.
Yeah, I think I had 2 tanks at the time, which yeah, I don't know. There was only four E-tanks we saw. It was quite tight on the energy.
I think we missed something on Lenifus' side because he's back to getting Ice Beam. Did he die? Did you see? Did he die?
I don't think he died.
Oh,
he
his.
Gotten lost.
No, chat saying that he overdamaged himself on the fight.
Oh, so he did die. Wow.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Oh yeah, they would have been neck and neck because they were synced.
Yeah, he's back to before he even did Ice Beam and Fantoon and no space jump. This is. Looks like he's gonna continue going.
So basically the same situation Bonus was in.
Yeah,
that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, you had to be worried that the double dot duns were gonna come like any second.
Oh yeah, I told Mocktroid after I died, I was like, I don't think we're coming back from this. Just before I got into Mother Brain, Mocktroid was asking, hey, was there any save along the way? And I was like, no, there wasn't. He said, I'm gonna save in Bubble Mountain. I was like, yeah, I should have done that.
Yeah, that was the last save available by my account, so.
I wouldn't blame you for being confident in a 4-tank full beam combo Mother Brain either.
Yeah, I mean, there was like a bomb and onion rings that I was dodging, and then that's when the first catch-up came out, or the one that hit me.
All right, MSG finishing up with an official SRO time of 1:32.13. But yeah, I mean, that one, you had the early unnecessary crade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still am not sure. So the Spore Spawn branch, I believe, didn't lead anywhere.
Yeah, that was a dead end also.
So it was the Dragon to grapple and then find Fantoon.
Yeah.
Every item required at some point. Like I mean, we're still not sure 100% sure about Ice Beam, whether it's supposed to be logically required for Metroid rooms. I thought I'd proven otherwise at one point, and now I'm questioning that. But that you did have Metroid rooms, you did have Ice Beam, and the space jump for the Acid Chorizo on the Fantoon route. And of course, as is often when you have a required Fantoon fight, it's like literally on the other end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you guys were on the right end of the world for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our settings require high jump to be in the siege, don't they?
Yeah, it was.
It was? Okay.
Yep. You know the room before it's on the way to Ice Beam that you would mock ball if you don't have speed booster?
Oh yeah.
So if you had gone up, there's like three ways to get out of that room. You guys just went straight forward. That was the path. Had you gone up into the door, you would have found high jump boots there. By then,
yeah, it was right at the end. It didn't really matter at that point.
Yeah, ShyGuy and Leno had both gone that way because I think they'd forgotten about the possibility of going through the pre-bot turn room. So they both thought that the rest of the game was on this path. So they both ended up finding high jump, and both ended up getting blocked here.
Right. Oh.
But yeah, a really nice start to your season. I mean, I guess it's not really a start anymore. We're 4 weeks in. Y'all are 7-1.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I mean there were some like you said, some of those unfortunate mother brain deaths. But hey, I mean, you still got to finish the season. You still got to play the game, and yeah, I mean, you're looking really good right now for this division.
I think we're well, personally, I'm probably more surprised than everyone else. Like yeah, beating Slotus first of all was crazy, and yeah, we've had some luck, but we'll take it. That's Rando, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Leno still, let's see, he still needs to get back to Fantoon. Oh my god, this is such a long backtrack.
This scene is so punishing if you don't do it right.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like basically exactly why you need co-op for this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, trust me. Like playing these seeds to vet them. Like I didn't even time myself because, you know, it was more about just making sure that it was completable. You know, it was not about you know, because a lot of times I would do extra backtracks and stuff just to find things. But yeah.
I'm really surprised that off-screen shot hit. Wow.
You guys got anything else you want to add?
No, just thank you so much, everyone on the restream today, and good luck to everyone in the future.
Yeah, I'll echo that. Good luck for all your future races.
You're welcome to stick around for Lenopus to finish if you want to talk to those guys, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, good luck to you guys in the upcoming weeks.
I don't actually know if they're gonna come in. Sorry.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I've got to eat some lunch.
Yeah, I think I'll head out.
Yeah, that's fair. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Send my GGs to them.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Leno's got this very, very long backtrack that he needs to now go back forward from.
So what else do we have going on today?
I believe we have 2 more races left for the week. We have, at 4 o'clock, we'll have the second game of the French Force versus Team D, Russ. That'll be Wish and Diddy Kong versus the Old Fart Gamer and Desmoose. Unfortunately, their first game, with 3 races all at the same time at 1 o'clock, we were unable to restream all 3. So they'll get their restream chance at 4 o'clock. And then my team, the very last race of the week, will be my team. That'll be at 8 o'clock, the Hylian Space Gem Frogs versus the Cooked Aussies. That'll be me and Ace Zero versus Sasha Bus and Knucklehead. And that'll wrap up Route Rando. Next week we do Boss Order Rando with a major minor split, so that's always an interesting one.
Back to normal, mostly. Somewhat.
Mostly normal. Certainly more normal than this was.
Hey, the Kappa Flames for Fantoon are something that Leorin added to it because I think like the initial versions of it, and I think Linear in particular, Faint Tune was not required. So if you found Faint Tune's room, it was just a troll.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences in linear, and linear is an interesting mode in its own right, but it doesn't really do much. Co-op doesn't do anything for you in linear mode, so you're basically just racing a straight path with your partner. So definitely for co-op, the branching was the way to go. Kind of weird to hear Meridian music in an escape room. It's Meridian music.
Yeah. Oh, like this room doesn't have the music changed in it.
Yeah.
Only the rooms that are expected to have music changes will actually have them. So there's two parts of there's kind of two parts to a room's music. One is the song set, and the other is the play index. So the song set is everything that's loaded at once, and the play index lets the room pick a certain track from it. So that makes it so that there are some tracks that can be loaded in every single song set. So the elevator item music can be played with any song set loaded, but some of the particular ones just have one or two tracks loaded at a time, and if you have to switch song sets, then it causes a delay in the door transition. For some of the boss themes, the ones that have like the rising tension at the start, they start in song 2, and then there's part of the boss AI that flips it back to song 1. And if you go to a room that only flips the play index to song 1 or song 2 without changing the actual song set, then that's how you get the recurring boss music.
All right, a little back to Bubble Mountain. He's going to take a save at this point. I mean, he knows he's just trying to finish at this point, so that makes sense.
The save stations actually always have the music set to where they're supposed to be, because the game expects that you can load your game at them, and therefore it has to play something.
Yeah. I wonder how many times we've avoided that space room.
6 probably.
At least.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even counting deaths, or 7, 8. Actually, probably closer to 10.
Yeah, every time we've gotten in there, the runners have already had plasma.
Well, yeah, we won't get people randomly dumped into GT fights after today, but we'll see people getting randomly dumped into Dragon and Ridley fights next week.
Yeah, that is a thing next week. Yeah, actually, looking forward to that boss order. It's going to be that's kind of a fun one, and does need definitely different strategies involved, because things like the Kraid E-Tank is not available until you've killed Kraid, not the whatever enemy is sitting there in Kraid. And you could just go down to Kraid and run into a Ridley with no Varia suit, and that's usually a pretty painful proposition that early in the game.
Yeah, and there's also things like killing Dragon opens Cactus Alley, so you have an alternate way to get to the Meridian boss.
Yeah, for all you Forgotten Highway fans, it's like the one time when going Forgotten Highway from the wreck ship actually becomes a viable strat. In fact, it could actually be hard required. We did see a few of those last year, where you actually had to kill Dragon at wherever location Dragon was, and then the Forgotten Highway opens up, and that's how you had to get to whichever boss was at Dragon.
You could go through the sewer, go through the toilet.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I guess if you're in the wreck ship, you probably just go Forgotten Highway.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're coming from below, you probably do the sewers.
Probably does make sense. It's just still, like, it's still not a very fast option.
No.
Even if it is the correct one. Yeah, the rooms like Wasteland, like Lena's in, because they're supposed to be sandwiched by rooms that already have lower Norfair music by default. There's no setting to change the music in them.
So we get Turian music here. Very odd to hear, especially it's just so weird to hear the different music in the different locations. Because like one of the things I always say about Super Metroid is, you know, the music in most of the Metroid games it does such a good job at being appropriate for the location that you're at. Like, I remember the first time I played the game and going into Lower North for the first time and just stopping because the music was so cool and listening to the music and being like, okay, now the game really means business.
Yeah, it's one of the stronger, less ambient themes. Ambience is really good for atmosphere, but I don't typically find the ambient tracks all that memorable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also actually, like, personally, I'm used to hearing the wrong music in this because I play a lot of the arcade hack.
Mm-hmm.
But for people that stick to kind of the vanilla game and the regular randomizers, it does get a bit weird.
All right, Leno. Round 2 on Mother Brain.
Yeah, this is a very long round 2 for both teams that had to go through that.
Nice catch-up dodges.
Gets through the fight this time. So I still did not expect to see a Mother Brain death on each side as the full
No.
game combo.
No, definitely not. I mean, I'm not sure there were any other E-tanks available. We didn't see any. There may have been. Were there even any other branches that we saw? Like, I don't recall any. Like, I know MST is famous for skipping reserve tanks, but I don't even recall him running into any.
Yeah, I feel like we explored the entire seed. I had not personally seen a seed with less than 6 before, but maybe it actually just really depends on whether the area is in the seed or not. At these settings, it always is.
Okay, Leno is through the fight, so he will get to finish. Okay, don't get hit by too many of those onion rings, Leno, please. There we go. That's a much better. Yeah, looking much better there now.
At least we don't have the 300 damage requirement after this.
Alright, Mother Brain 3 down. Leno into the escape.
It's actually, like, the Mother Brain fight is a pretty unique, the required 300 damage here is a pretty unique thing in the Metroid series.
Yeah, you know, it really is.
And it kind of artificially makes this fight scarier in those situations because you're just effectively on 300 less energy than you'd normally be. But I think the people who play this game are just so used to that being the case that I don't think we think about it much.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way either. I mean, I didn't even know when I first playing the game. You know, you get to the end of the fight and you get the rainbow beam, and I just remember thinking, you know, this can't be the way this ends. There has to be something else going on. And of course, when you do it the first time, you probably have like 10 E-tanks or something, and you get drained of it slowly with over several rainbow beams before finally getting to the last round. So it just probably adds to the tension the first time you play it.
It's also like when somebody who might be familiar with other Metroids sees a low percent for this, and it's like, why are they picking up E-tanks?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, like Fusion doesn't even pick up anything because all the major items you have to get, and then the minor items you can now skip all of them, even Bob the missile. Alright, Lunafis gonna finish up with an official SRL time of 1:50:21. GG's to Lunafis and the Green Boomerang fan club. Sticking it out what a lot of people wouldn't have.
Yeah, GG's. I think they're probably actually like before this week I wasn't sure, but they might be mathematically out of playoffs now.
We do have Lunafis joining us. That was a rough one.
Yeah, it actually, this was a completely free seed. This was sub-hour written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And we just completely forgot about the Machtroid room for speed booster requirement. We just completely... We even had it written down. We never looked.
Oh,
we had it written down. Yep.
Because MST got to the end, and we're like, okay, well, what confused us, or confused me a little bit, is when MST got to the Fantoon room, the Fantoon required room, and you were on the same path, I really thought that you would just immediately turn around and go back and try and find the path, and you just kept going.
Yeah, I actually specifically wanted high jump in the event of another lava dive. Because it's a lot easier to deal with when you have high jump
for sure,
rather when you don't. And then it turns out that wasn't even the requirement because space jump was off the path, and that's just the way you get up there.
And space jump was also hard required because Acid Chorizo led to Fantoon.
Yep.
Oh, I actually did not realize that space jump was available before you ever had to lava dive.
Yeah, it was in a dumb spot.
But yeah,
and then MST goes in the room and misses it the first time through.
I think I figured out like why you guys both kind of went the same way even after finding that Fantoon requirement. Like the only thing that made sense is that you forgot that the other branch was a thing.
Yeah,
so you thought that the game all had to be on that path.
Yeah, and we were thinking that okay, Fantoon is either super early or super late. And in our case, it was in the middle, kind of, sorta. That Bubble Mountain hub.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why we ended up going all the way back to landing site because we had to double check everything because we did not know where Fantoon was. We just had to scour the world, scrape every corner just to see if we could find him. Nope, he was on this one path that we wrote down, just forgot about, and that's when we realized we lost at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been really close if you'd gone straight to that path. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Bonus took a death to Mother Brain and set him way back. Like,
yeah,
they had gotten, like, I think his last save was before he'd gotten space jump, and before he'd killed Fantoon, and before Ice Beam, and before a whole bunch of those things.
Oh, Mother Brain.
Yeah, so you've had opportunities to get back in, and if like the first time that you guys had gone back to Bubble Mountain and searching, if you had found the correct door, then there was a chance still. But before like the big divergence at the end, with you guys kind of both going on the high jump path, and I think they both kind of went on the space jump path.
Yep. Yes, they did.
Before that divergence, you guys were a little bit ahead. They had some small hiccups early on.
Yep. Ouches hurt. Although that one was
Yeah,
a very
they
small
do.
hiccup because he, I forget which one, but one of them had just saved in that Meridia room and then fell into an ouch. The other one
Ooh.
died to Kraid, so the completely unnecessary Kraid.